Well, everyone, the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 has just officially came out, so let's go and give you a quick introduction and a quick breakdown on exactly how to use this beautiful new watch. Now, the first thing you have to remember is that with these types of watches, they're very easy to understand, they're very good devices and I love them a lot, but I'd always recommend getting a screen protector if you want to, or getting some more bands if you want to as well. Those things are really fun to kind of configure and kind of mess around with. Now this watch comes out in two sizes. You can get the standard size, you can get the bigger one. It also comes out in a cell model as well. So you can choose that cell model. You can kind of, once again, configure whichever way you want to, which again is a very, very nice thing. On the left side or the right side, you're going to have one side that's basically flat with nothing, and the other side is going to have the buttons. So basically what you're going to want to do is configure it in the watch app, whether you want to have it on the right side or the left side. You have a little microphone on the side as well. On the back side, you have the standard charging slab, which allows you to go and charge this thing as you normally would, which I think is actually very nice. So you can just, plug this thing into, its standard charger and charge it that way. If you are using this with a Samsung Galaxy phone, you have the capability of wirelessly charging your particular watch from your particular phone as well, if you have a Samsung supported device. So keep that in mind. This in and of itself is one of my most favorite things about owning a Galaxy phone and a Galaxy watch. Now you can always go through and take out the bands as well. I've made a separate video on this. All you have to do is go and click this button into place. So press it down and you should have the capability of actually taking it out. It's a little bit of a process, but press this button down, take it out, and if you want to put it back in, you can hold down the button right here and kind of slide it into place like this. And then once you have it into place, you can go through and just kind of let go and it should click in. So it takes a little bit of time. It is kind of an annoying process, but that is the option that you have to basically take the bands in or out. Now back on the front side, you'll basically have the main display. Now with the top button, this is almost acting like a home button, and the bottom button is almost like the side power button. So it is kind of a cool thing. You can use these buttons in tangent. The top button, if you hold it down, nothing really happens. The bottom button, if you hold it down, it will bring you into Samsung Wallet, but you can configure this in the settings app as well. So you can kind of move that around whichever way you want to. Now we'll get into the actual watch in a second. But one of the big things too is using the actual wearable application. So if you go ahead and actually set up your particular watch, you're going to have to use the wearable app. And you can do that by going inside of the wear application, which is right here. So the watch app itself will go and give you a bunch of information. And you can basically go through here and see your battery percentage. You can, choose different watch faces, your quick panels, watch settings. You can go and do the watch store. There's a lot of cool things here, and you can configure a lot of things within this particular app. So I'd recommend getting used to it, going inside of this application every once in a while, because there is a lot of cool stuff going on within this particular app that is really awesome. So keep that in mind, just another small thing. Now going back to the watch itself, we can now actually start using it. So within the watch itself, there's a lot of big things to keep in mind. So these are your watch faces. So you can tap onto the display if you want to just turn it on. You can also hover over the display, like kind of slap it like this to turn it off. If you look at the watch, it'll turn on. If you look away from the watch, it'll basically turn off. Well, usually it does. It doesn't look like it's doing it this time. These watch faces are completely configurable. So what you can do is you can go ahead and basically look at the watch face like this. Now, if you swipe in almost any direction on the screen, you'll get to different areas of the display. So if you swipe down from the top, you'll get into your quick toggles. So here you can go ahead and quickly power off your watch or restart your watch. If you click on the settings, it'll take you right into settings. You can also swipe through, change the brightness, change the Wi-Fi, do all sorts of other things here. And I do think that's a very nice thing. And you can go and see your battery percentage up here. And you can even add quick toggles at the very end, which is another very cool thing. Swiping to the left side, you'll get into your applications that you basically had right here. So you can just kind of keep swiping back and forth to these different pages. So these are kind of like notifications. So you can see all the notifications that you have, and if you click clear all, it'll go and clear all the notifications you have on your particular device, so you come back to your main panel. If you swipe to the right side, these are more things. So these are more of like your workout kind of things, your energy score. You can quickly track your weather. These are kind of widgets in a way, and it is actually really nice. And you can kind of see where you're at because at the very top, it kind of shows you exactly where you're at in the grand scheme of things. And you can even grab this particular portion at the very top if you want to quickly jump from one place to the other. Now if you swipe up, you'll get into your applications. So these are all the applications that you basically have inside of your Samsung Galaxy Watch 7. So now what you can do is you can just go through and you can find all these different applications, and there's a lot of cool stuff here because you can choose whatever app that you want. If you want to go into settings, you can open up an app and go into settings. If you want to go back, you can just click on one of the side buttons to go back. If you want to go home, you can just click on the top button and it'll take you straight back into your home. Now, the other thing you can do is customize your watch like crazy. There's like an endless amounts of things you can do on your watch. So what you can do is you can hold down on your particular watch face like this, and you'll come into your customizing panel of your particular watch. So what you can do is you can hold down just like this, and you can click on customize. And what you can do is you can customize your particular panel that you have right now. So it allows you to swipe left or right. So you can swipe left or right depending on what you want to change. So if you want to change the background, you can go and change it from this color to this color, swiping up and down. If you want to change the color, the accent color, you can swipe up or down this way as well. So you have that type of capability right there as well, which is another really cool thing. Now on top of that, what you can do, you can also just keep switching, and you can switch your hands, you can switch your hand color, your complications. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can basically change here. And it's another really cool thing. If you want to change it from UV index to chance of rain or whatever the case is in ECG, you have that type of capability here, which again is very, very nice to have. Now we can click on the back button right here to go back, and we can click back and just keep clicking back. But when you come back into this panel, what I'd recommend doing is clicking on the plus button right here, and you can add a completely new watch face. So if you want to completely change the watch face on your particular Galaxy Watch 7, all you have to do is go and click into here, and you can just kind of change things around and go wherever else you want to go here. So here you can go and choose a different app. You can choose whatever else you want to. If there's a specific watch face that you really, really like, you can go and basically choose it. So in this case, I can just choose this one. And that is basically the option that you have right here. So again, there's a lot of capability here and a lot of stuff that you can basically change. But this is one of those other things that I'd probably recommend doing for the average Galaxy Watch owner. Now, if you want to change it to a different one, you can hold down here and choose a different one like I mentioned before. Now, on top of that, the other big app I'd probably recommend you to get used to is by swiping up and getting used to all these basic apps. Google Messages, phone calls, Google Play Store right here. If you're getting calls, you want to go into the Google Play Store. The settings application is another very, very big one. So let's hop into settings. And some of the big things you're going to have to remember is that within this particular watch face, or within the settings application, you're pretty much always going to have apps and things that you're going to want to change. So what you want to do here, and again, it's a very, very big thing, what you want to do is you just want to go and scroll through, and you want to get used to all these particular panels. Notifications, sound and vibration, display, battery, buttons and gestures, health, all these things you just kind of want to get used to, because as the sooner you get used to it, the easier your life is going to get for this particular watch. So if you ever have a setting you want to change, you can go and just scroll through here, and you can try finding it. There's not a search bar, unfortunately, inside of this settings application, but you can always go through and just kind of maneuver around and find your way around it. So that at the core is basically how you use your Samsung Galaxy Watch 7. There's a lot of cool stuff here, and these watches are very beautiful, and I love these particular watches when it comes down to it. They're very nice. They have so much capability. They look beautiful, and I'd recommend every single person to go and buy one because they're just so nice. So overall, that's basically how you use it. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.